Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. This weekend, humanity, not just the Sikhs, celebrate the 400th Prakash Gurpurab of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, the 9th Guru of the Sikhs. Before we start, let's do some Simran. Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru. 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 Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji were born in 1621 in Amritsar at Guru Ke Mahal. They were the youngest son of Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji and Mata Nanaki Ji. When Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji first had darshan of their child, they bowed down to the baby. So let's just reflect on that. The Guru of that time bowed down to their newly born. The child wasn't the first of the Gurus, the first children of the Guru, yet they hadn't done this before to any of the previous children. So Baba Bidhi Chand Ji asked, "You have never bowed to your other children, what makes you bow now?" Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji said, "I bow because this child will do something that has never been done before in this world." As a child, they were surrounded and taught by some of the greatest Gursikhs there have ever been. Bhai Gurdas Ji taught them the Gurmukhi Akhar. Bhai Jetha Ji taught them the art of Shastra Vidya. They were also left for some months with Baba Buddha Ji. When originally Guru Sahib took the young Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to Baba Buddha Ji, Baba Buddha Ji, in humility, said, "The child has been taught by the brilliant scholar, Bhai Gurdas Ji. What can I teach him?" Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji said, "Just like my father brought me to learn from you, now I have brought my son." Guru Nanak Dev Ji said that you are the thumb of Sikhi, the pillar, support of the faith. So make my son in the same way. That's how much respect the Guru had for their Guru Sikhs. At the age of 4, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji's eldest brother, Baba Gurditta Ji, was getting married. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji had been dressed in nice clothes and jewellery. But instead of being captivated by the wedding proceedings, the eye of the young Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji was on another child who was by the side of the road. This child was naked and his body dirty. Innocently, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji went over and asked, "Why haven't you got clothes on?" The child said, "We are poor and barely have enough food to eat, so I have no clothes to wear." Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji took off their beautiful robe, became naked themselves, and gave it to the child. They gave this child the honour of being clothed, and then took off their jewellery and said, "This will feed you for many months as well." When their mother asked, "Where are your clothes?" they said, "We couldn't bear to see another being without, so we gave them our clothes and jewellery." So even at a young age, they showed that material things were of no value to them. In Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's famous sloks, they said, Tanhdara Sampat Sagal Jin Apni Karman In Main Kach Sangi Nahi Nanak Sachi Jaan. Your wealth, spouse, and all the possessions which you claim as your own, none of these shall go along with you in the end. O Nanak, know this as true. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji were married to Mata Gujari Ji, the daughter of Bhai Lal Chand Ji. At the end of the wedding, as Bhai Lal Chand Ji were leaving, they turned to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji and said, if we weren't able to serve you well enough, please forgive me, but also forgive us for not giving much in the dowry. Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji said, listen, someone who has given us part of their heart, as in their daughter, what else can I ask of you? You have actually given us so much. What do you mean you haven't been able to give us anything? So in a way, Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji was shunning the act of daj, of dowry. Later on, the fourth battle and the last battle of Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji was fought in Kartarpur against Bande Khan and his army. Now, Bande Khan was a Muslim orphan who Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji had taken in and brought up with their own hands. But he had turned his back on Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji. During the battle, Bande Khan came to duel with Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, but was killed. Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji came to Bande Khan and said, read the kalma in your last breaths. Remember God. Bande Khan asked for forgiveness and said, I can see Allah within you. He had realization in them final moments of who Guru Sahib Ji were and the foolish actions he had done to fight them. But his army attacked the Sikhs again. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, who were only about 13 or 14 years old, wielded the sword in such a way that Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji was smiling proudly. Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji said, you are named Tegh Bahadur, the warrior of the sword, and you truly are the warrior of the sword. Moving on, Guru Har Rai Ji became Gurus in 1643. At this time, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji were about 22 or 23 years old, and Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji told Mata Nanaki Ji to go with Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and settle in Bakalle, now known as Baba Bakalla. It was where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's Nanake were from anyway. They spent over 20 years in Bakalla, doing Kirtan, Kirat, and a lot of Path and meditation. During this time, Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji went to Delhi. They stayed at Raja Jai Singh's bungalow, which went on to be known as Gurdwara Bangla Sahib. Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji saved the people of Delhi, which at that time, just like it is now, was in the grip of an outbreak, but that time it was smallpox. While taking the grief and illnesses of the people, Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji became ill themselves, and before they left, they uttered the words, Baba Base Gram Bekalle. The next Guru is living in the village of Bakalla. However, other people caught wind of this bhajan and set up shop as the next Guru. One of them was Dirmal, the brother of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji. He also had the original Guru Granth Sahib Ji Swaroop, the Ard Granth Sahib. So he got his jelle to go around saying he is the legitimate next Guru, as he had Ard Granth Sahib and he was in Bagalla. It is said up to 22 people claimed to be Guru at that time. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji were in their house, just carrying on their routine of Kirtan, Kirat, Simran and Path. Now, Bhai Makhan Shah Labana was a successful merchant, but on a business trip, his ship was about to be overwhelmed by the rough sea and sink. So he prayed to Guru Nanak Dev Ji to save him. After a while, the storm passed and him and his crew were saved. When he came back to the land, he sold his merchandise, but in his mind he said he would give 10% as daswand to the Guru. When he came to Bakalla to give the daswand, it was like a bazaar. There were gurus everywhere. He thought, how will I know who the real one is to give my daswand? So he came up with a plan to only put down 2 coins at each little dera. He figured if they were real, they would ask for the real amount. None of them did. He had been to all of them. But he thought, that bachan, Baba Base Gram Bakalla, can't be a lie because it was uttered by Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji. Someone approached him and said, you haven't been to all the gurus here. There is one house left. They are not like these others. They are humble and spiritual. Bhai Makhan Shah Labana went to where Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji were, placed 2 coins in front of them and bowed down. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji looked at him and said, are you doing hera feri? Are you trying to pull one over on the house of Guru Nanak Dev Ji? This isn't 10%. 10% should be 500 coins. Bhai Makhan Shah Labana falls at the feet of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. Then Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji showed their shoulder to him. It was bruised. It was the same shoulder that had saved the ship in the treacherous waters when it was about to sink. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji said to Bhai Makhan Shah Labana, don't go telling everyone about this. Keep this quiet, otherwise muh kala karoge. We will blacken your face. Back in the day, this was an insult. Actually, I just looked this up. It still is used as a sign of protest, insult or embarrassment in these times as well. So back to the story. Remember, during this time the Sikhs were in anguish as the Guru was gupt. They had not revealed themselves to the Sangat. So just think of the happiness and excitement going through Bhai Makhan Shah Labana's head that he has found the true Guru. He couldn't contain himself. He went outside and got loads of soot and ash. He painted his own face black. He went on top of the roof and started shouting, Guru Ladore, Guru Ladore. I have found the Guru. I have found the Guru. He took the punishment of having his face blackened so the Sangat could have darshan again of the true Guru. Now the impostors and their jelle were enraged. They realized that they had lost their little earner that they had going on. One of them even shot and grazed Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji's forehead, and they looted the house where Guru Sahib was staying. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji stayed calm. They were not fazed by it. It was just a materialistic stuff. But Bhai Makhan Shah Labana gathered his men and retrieved all the stolen goods. But Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji told him to just give it all back. Guru Sahib were living by the teachings. Kabira, jaha gyan teh taram hai, jaha jhoot teh paap, jaha lobh teh kaal hai, jaha khima teh aap. Kabir, Where there is spiritual wisdom, there is righteousness and dharma. Where there is falsehood, there is sin. Where there is greed, there is death. Where there is forgiveness, there is God Himself. Today, we only touched upon a very small part of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib's amazing and inspirational life, as I wanted to focus on their earlier life. So I didn't cover what Guru Sahib are most remembered for, their Shahidi, which happened later on. They gave their life for the right for another to practice their faith. In India, they are affectionately known as Hinddi Chadar, the shield of India, or the protector of Hindus. The signs of these great virtues that they possessed were there from a young age. They showed compassion in clothing that child. Tol Dharam Daya Kabut. Their compassion needs to come before we tread the path of righteousness. They gave the child his honor back. Later on, when the sacred Janju was being dishonored and being ripped from the bodies of Hindus, because in the eyes of the rulers they were from the wrong faith, they gave not their clothes to honor them, but their head, their life, the supreme sacrifice for the protection of the most fundamental of human rights, the right of a person to freely practice his or her religion without interference or hindrance. Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. Sangat Ji, I have made many mistakes during this session. Please forgive me. We will do some Mood Matan now. Ik Oankar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirpo Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saban Gur Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach Ik Oankar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirpo Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saban Gur Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach Ik Oankar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirpo Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saban Gur Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach Ik Oankar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirpo Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saban Gur Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach Ik Oankar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirpo Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saban Gur Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.